It's ABC 57 Salute to Service all day here on Kickoff as Veterans Day approaches, and we get you ready for the 98th all-time meeting between Notre Dame and Navy. Kickoff slated for 7:30 p.m. tonight under the lights at Notre Dame Stadium. And joining us now, President Emeritus of the Holtz's Heroes Foundation, Notre Dame Army ROTC cadet, walk-on wide receiver for the Irish, and many other titles I'm sorry that I don't have in front of me. But such a great guy, and we're so glad and blessed to have him on the show. Justin Meko. Justin, thanks so much.
Hey, it's great to be home. This is a amazing place. Earlier this morning, we were talking about this weather, and I'll tell you, 1982, Wake Up the Echoes, NFL Films documentary was released. And as I was walking across campus yesterday, John Facinda's voice talking about
was in your head.
Was in my head. It was one of those seminal moments. I was like, wow. I've come full circle.
Well, talk about being on campus this year and the great gesture by head coach Marcus Freeman to have ROTC and veterans on campus.
Coach Freeman extended an invitation to the military service members of the Notre Dame football program, past and then those active duty members present. And it's an amazing gesture, and I'll be frank, it's the first time since I've graduated a gesture of that nature. I think it speaks to Coach Freeman's emotional intelligence, his ability to connect with people. But you also need to remember Coach Freeman's the son of an Air Force veteran. So I think there's a lot of credibility in his respect for the service members and the sacrifices that they make and their family members make.
Well, and being from a military family yourself, you said in an interview that you wore blue and gold diapers growing up. Talk about that journey to Notre Dame.
Well, my dad was a 68 grad. He received his master's here, and the God Country Notre Dame was imprinted on us at an early age. And I'll be frank, when we get dropped off at school, in elementary school, he'd say, don't do anything to embarrass your God, your family, your country, or Notre Dame. And moving around the country, there was a couple things that were always present. One was our faith, and two was Notre Dame football. We'd always find a church when we moved to a new community, and we'd always make time for Saturday football games. And we lived and died with the Irish. So to be able to see that dream come to reality has been awesome.
Talk about your first couple of years here. You came on as a walk-on. Lou Holtz was the head coach. Talk about first going into that locker room and being under the leadership of head coach Lou Holtz for those first 2 years.
Well, it was a dream come true. I had held Coach Holtz in such a high self-esteem, and I was to be able to play for him after writing him a letter in 1987 saying I'd love to play for you, and he tells me take care of your studies and the rest will handle itself. But you had to pinch yourself, when he pulls up in the cart and you're looking at players that you followed, and this was back in the paper days of Blue and Gold Illustrated and items of that nature, but you're looking at guys like Ron Paulus, Melvin Dansby, a variety of guys that you'd grown up seeing on TV. Now you're stretching next to them. You have to hide your enthusiasm, and a couple hits and you realize, okay, this is still football regardless of what color the helmets are.
Well, and the 6 a.m. drills versus the drills being an Army ROTC
right.
cadet, what was harder?
It was the drills on the football field.
Okay.
When you see a 6'8" Mike Rosenthal pulling, and you're supposed to simulate getting blocked, like that's a lot more threatening than any of the ROTC drills in Loftus.
We're gonna have Army ROTC cadet Jerry Rulo on the show a little later on today. If you had to go back and give younger self some advice, and he some advice as he's graduating, maybe what would it be? What would you say?
Enjoy the moment here and now. Embrace the Notre Dame community. Don't limit yourself to the locker room and the football field. And Jerry, I know Jerry well. My brother and his dad were in ROTC together. Jerry's from Philly. I'm from living outside of Philly. So enjoy the moment. and don't allow the goals to blind you from what you're in the moment right now.
Jerry, thank you so much for being on the show
Absolutely,
today. Thank you
absolutely.
for your service.
No, it's an honor, and I appreciate you having me on. And the one thing, the veterans, celebrating them, but as importantly, the family members that support those veterans and active duty service members. The sacrifices they make are remarkable as well.
Justin Meko joining us here on ABC 57 Kickoff. Our salute to service continues all day long. We'll be right back.